What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I made some long form content. Welcome back. We heading into 2026. Now in today's video, guys, we'll be going over what I would personally do if I had to go back and start with $1,000 and start trading again. What would be my process and my steps? Before we get started with this video, make sure that you like, comment, share. Let me know in the comments if you guys are ready to make some money in 2026. What type of trading profits and goals are you seeking to make? Make sure you let me know. So whether you're new to your journey or you've been trading for a minute, what everyone does when they first start trading, or even at a certain point, they think that the most important thing in the market is to learn strategy. So if they have money, now how can I learn strategy to trade in the market? That's honestly the fastest way to lose your money. If I could go back and get all the money I lost in the market just trying to rush the process instead of actually learning the skill, man, I'll be a millionaire right now. The fastest way that I see traders lose their money is skipping the practice phase, skipping the testing phase. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how I test the market and how you can with your first $1,000 without having to first initially spend that $1,000 and putting it into a broker. In this video, I'm gonna also go over a few of the setups that I trade, but this video is mainly about the practice. So these setups that I'm gonna show you guys, make sure you take it into consideration as something that you can go in and back test here. All right, family. So the first thing that I'm gonna recommend to you guys is using FX Replay. Invest a few dollars. This is up to $30 a month for the pro account. You put $30 into this, you can back test anytime you want. This is how we get our reps in. This is us getting into the gym, doing a simulation. This is the same thing as us going and lifting weights. We go do this every day, 30 minutes a day. I promise you, you'll see a change in your trading. And even better, you'll have more of an idea of what you can make in the market based off your risk. And you can kind of play around with risk to see, over a span of time, would this amount of risk help me or actually negatively impact my account with withdrawals and everything like that. So FX Replay, and keep in mind, I do not have an affiliate with them. This is just a product that I use. Now you can go in, create a session. Once you hit new session, you can name this first 1K. We'll change the balance to 1,000. Asset, I trade gold, so I'll usually look at the micro gold futures. I'm gonna select just a date here. We'll just go on the 29th. It's one of the trades that we caught. Create session here. All right, family. So as you can see, we got over to the chart once we hit create session. Now, the main thing that's going to be important here is to understand that how this works. What this shows you here is the economic calendar for this week. So overall, let's say we have Jerome Powell speaking, FOMC meeting minutes coming out. I want to know that information before I look to take a trade. So let's say even if I go back January 2020 to start looking back at data, how the market traded over that time and taking those simulation trades, I can use this section over here to let me know, okay, was there a FOMC meeting? Was there a speech? Was Trump speaking? And also what's ahead as far as like the fundamentals. So I'm gonna show you guys one of the setups that we took in a way that you can use it with FX Replay. So 8-hour time frame here on gold. Now this is Monday, December 29th. As you can see, we did end up having a sell-off. A lot of people talk about the Christmas rally and the market is just going to be continuing to the upside. We end up seeing a price action tank. It could be different every time for December, but we end up seeing more sell side. We ran out low, so I'm using that higher time frame to determine order flow. Now I want to go down to the 1-hour time frame here, and the 1-hour time frame is what I'm going to use to mark up my zone. If you're new to this channel, you might have not seen, but I'm generally trading between 7 and 9 p.m., which is the Asia session. Typically, if I don't get a trade by 10:30, then I may wait to trade New York or the following Asia session. So if I'm overall bearish here, the first step that I want to do, I want to go to market open. There's this tab over here that says next day open. That's where I want to be at. And once the market sets up there, now I can hit play. You can change up the speed here of how fast you want it to play out. So I hit play. You see that next candle comes in, starts to print. And what's good about FX Replay, if you're only using TradingView and you try to look back at data, if you go up to that higher time frame, it's already going to have that printed candle on there. So you really can't really get an early bias of what the market is going to do. Here on FX Replay, you can't automatically see ahead of time where the market is trading. It can really, so if you go back and pick a random date, you really don't know, how the market is going to set up if you go to different time frames, which makes this closest real-time trading that you can get. Of course, you don't have the emotions because it's not capital on the line and stuff like that. This is great for practice, and like I said, getting your reps in, lifting weights here so you can get confident about your trading setup or any strategy that you're going online and finding and trying to potentially take with your capital in the market. All right, fam. So the first thing we do after we get the bias is we want to mark up that high and that low from the 6 to 7 p.m. candle, and we're waiting for a run of liquidity to the upside from that range if we're looking for sales. So when we drop down to the lower time frame here, we'll look at that 5-minute time frame. As we can see here on the 5-minute, we end up sweeping the low. Now this is a early entry. This is more so the stuff that we go over with the boot camp of more sniper entries, looking at basis on the M1 time frame. But overall, let's say we put our stop loss above here. This is around 98 ticks, so we can just go 100 ticks. And we can go down to our take profit here, which will give us a 1 to 1.8 risk to reward. We'll be looking to make roughly $180 with this play to the downside here. So you got to keep in mind, if let's say you're trading with $1,000, would you be okay with risking 10% of your capital on every given trade? Because we may get, you know, these entries on go where you are risking $75, $100, $90, $80. There definitely will be setups where you're only having to risk maybe $40 or $50, but you know, with the market being more volatile the way it is, getting these stop losses even on lower time frames can kind of be a bit extreme. So you have to ask yourself that, and that's what FX replay is for, because now you can go back and test this for yourself. So once I have this selected with this short tool, I can select place order. Now as you can see, this comes up here, and let's say I want to risk $100 to make 182. Hit save journal. Well, actually, make sure you have the market selected, sell order. You can put in the percent, so 10% will be $100. Hit save journal, and now I can play price out. And once the trade is on, you can see where stop loss is placed. You can see where take profit is set it at the low of the range. Easy target for us is aiming for that low of that 1 hour range. So we hit play here. We can see the market pushes against us, comes back. And now, of course, this is all sped up. So this came in, hit take profit. We made $175 on this trade. We're taken out of this trade. But what you can do is also slow this down a bit so you can kind of see how you react with the market pulling back. Do you want to move your stops in? Instead of just trying to speed through it and kind of test it, you can test your emotions a little bit more if you guys take your time with it. So what's cool about this, guys, you can see at the bottom of the screen, you can see the total profit, 175. The account balance is at $1,175. If I go to analytics here, what I can also do is I can look at the profit and loss, the P&L. Of course, it'll show win rate if you have trades over time. This is showing as 100%. Average risk to reward, 1.75R on this trade. And as you can see, it shows the growth, it shows the day. So this is the day that we traded, just with an example for you guys, but this is how you can test it on FX replay to test whether you're using my strategy, using someone else's. Instead of spending your money and putting it into your account, you can take those strategies that you're learning, take your notes, and then go back in here, get those reps in and see if it's worth actually investing your money into. And once you can prove to yourself you made $1,000 on your $1,000 in FX replay, maybe you'll be ready to go into demo and then into potentially an account, or you can go into, let's say, a prop firm account and try building it that way as well to build up your personal account. Now, goal everyone watching this video can actually set for yourself is actually once you place your $1,000 in the account, and if you want to get into the prop firm space, make sure that that account fee that's going to be costing to get that account purchase or your combine purchase, make sure you make that money in your personal account first. So if you got $1,000, place that into your account. Let's say you're going with Top Step or Jordan.Futures and you're paying, let's say, $150 for an account. Make that $150 on your account and use that profit to go towards that. Now you're reinforcing the right kind of habits instead of buying an account, buying an account, buying an account without actually getting to the payout phase. So in 2026, I want you guys focus on following your rules, finding a strategy out there that fits you, and then go first. Before you put any money into an account, go test that system, guys. As always, invest in yourself. I'm gonna have more videos coming out 2026. I'm coming in hot, so I hope you guys are ready for it. I'm looking forward to a profitable year with everyone on this channel. Make sure you subscribe and share, and I'll see y'all in the next video.